Morning everybody, it's Monday morning, 7:11. Just on my way into the shop. We have rain for about 5 days. Today I've got T6.1 coming in, so Tony's bringing the Nardo grey T6.1. That's coming back in. I've got all my audison bits to change, so we're going to strip down the dash, get out the standard head unit, go through all the cabling, see if I can find something, anything. It's never good trying to part swap when you don't know what the issue is, because obviously it doesn't really help the situation. But we're going to change out the amp, we're going to change out the leads, we're going to change out the interface, the Y lead, we're going to do everything, so that's all apart and new, and then retune it again, which I'll talk through you on the camera. And that's pretty much it for today. I've got some bits and bobs to sort out. We had a big roller disco yesterday for Jess's birthday, she loved it. And I've got some exciting snap-on news coming. Oh yes. Don't know whether it's coming tomorrow. We shall see. But there is something, well, there are two things ordered for the Mopar Purple. Oh, do you know what? While we're on the subject of toolboxes, I got a message from some person on YouTube saying it's blue, you twit. What? It's not. The colour is listed as Snap-on Mopar Purple. Right? Mopar Purple. It's not blue, it's purple. Get your eyes tested. Prince would be ashamed. Anyway, off to the shop. Loads of new subscribers, which is amazing, absolutely amazing. Which is, yeah, just the best thing ever. Thank you everyone, appreciate the support. Thanks for coming along, clicking that button, interacting with YouTube helps me out massively. The monetization thing of YouTube, obviously the more views the more money you get. Yep, the more interaction, the more your video gets spread around, and it links to similar interests of similar videos and so on and so forth. The money side of things is not massive, like you don't get, you know, it's not like you get £1 a view, it's not that kind of thing. But it's a little minuscule bit of money, but we've taken a massive jump literally within like 4 days of everyone getting involved, clicking, subscribing, interacting. It's taken a big leap, which again, thank you very much. Every YouTuber says it, and you know, I watch a few YouTube channels, and it does daunt me a bit when they start banging on about it, because it's a bit cringe, but honestly, thank you. It's a growing channel and I do appreciate everything. So thank you very much. But coffee, bacon, something or other, and I'll see you in a bit.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Morning everyone. So we've got the T6.1 in. So first things we're going to do is it's beeping because I've still got the key in ignition because I've got it in neutral. We're going to take the glove box out. I've got to take the centre section down there. We've got to run some new cable across to the amplifier. We've got to get the top amplifier out because we've got 2 amps. We've got the 8.9 on the top and then the sub amp underneath it. Check out the cabling, swap out the cable in, take that amp out, and then we've got to reprogram another amp in, do all the connections, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we're not going to have any issues with this anymore. Because I'm sure sick of it, and so is the customer. Sometimes. Alright everyone, right. So we swapped out the Y lead, the extension, and the amplifier. That is all in. So we've got the extension in, the filter, like the resistor. The Y lead is done, the cabling into the back of the head unit is done, and the extension is now run under the seat and plugged into the amp. Amp is swapped over, so we are all ready to go here. Now before I start this up, I've got to run through the bit 8.9 process software and basically assign each speaker to do what they got to do. Because we run the front end active, so mid-range and tweeters are active, the rear is a channel in itself. I've got to basically assign a tweeter channel and a mid channel so we don't obviously damage anything. But it's lunchtime, I'm going to go home, have some food first, and I will come back, and this afternoon we shall do tuning. Fun times.
298 frozen patties later.
What up everyone? Look what's just turned up for me. Oh. Gudgeon pin. Ow. Beautiful. This should be a set of rings. Gudgeon pin. Oh, oil control ring. 2 lower rings for the oil control ring. 1 medium ring. 1 top ring. Oh, pawn. And woohoo! Fresh from CP. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's got a white top, grey top. All my others have gold. Wonder what the difference is there then. 76.92. Oh, okay. Wonder what that's about. Wonder if they've changed something. Thank you, CP. Thank you. Beautiful. I love the fact you get a little birth certificate with it as well, so it tells you about all the details of that specific piston, what it's meant for, what engine. It's really cool. It shows you it's a good company, that. Thank you very much, CP, appreciated. Everyone, so we're just starting our setup. So this has obviously gone into disable because we're talking to it through the screen. I've got my laptop hooked up to the top amp, which is the 8.9 bit, and we're just going through the initial setup. So it's recognized now that it's got 4 channels of input from the head unit into the unit, and we're just playing some, basically some sine sweeps through the device so it can figure out its EQ. So we're going to de-equalize the system. So it says track 2, which will be the pink noise. That's now playing. We'll check our volumes up about 3/4. There we go. And then I'll click go. Now what that's basically doing is it's listening to the sound that's coming out of the head unit already. Obviously it's all EQ'd from factory, and then it will tell us on here how much of it it's correcting to give us that flat response. So we'll just wait a second for this first one to come up. So there we go, there's our first speaker it's analysed. So this is the front left signal, and this is what it's seeing already through the standard head unit. So obviously we've got a large roll off of bass. There's a little bit, probably between, I'd say 60, between 60 and 100, and then it's going up into mid, and then tweeters kind of flattened off. There we go, front right, same again. Lots of bass roll off, a big peak just before 100, and then a sudden shaft down, straight back up from the mid, another dip down, and then obviously a load of treble. There we go, rear left, look at that. So again, all over the place, lots of change, lots of distortion. I say distortion, it's not. Lots of EQ correction that they've tried to put in to kind of get the sound how they want to. There we go, it's rear right. So a slight change again in the way that music is being EQ'd out the head unit. Lots of cut off at the tweeter end, and obviously a wobbly roll off on the bass end. This is all done through Pink Noise. Obviously the bit setup has its own test tracks. It says on there YouTube music, but it's not. It's just because it's on a music file on my phone that the phone has converted it to YouTube music, but it's not that at all. Right, so it's EQ'd that. Head unit is equalized, de-equalizer activated. So this has now corrected all that mess up. So we are using an additional subwoofer. Now we've got to initiate our subs. So we've got one subwoofer. We've got mids and tweeters. They are not together, they are separate channels. We've got this one. So next, right, so 1, 2 is the tweeters. Now these two are bridged. Now we've got to go back. These are bridged. So next, there we go. So that's 1 and 2 is the tweeters. Now we can assign our speakers. 1 and 2. This would be 3, 4. That would be 5, 6. That's 7. That's 8. Sub is 9. Finish. So that's just going to write the settings to the amp. We've already got this saved. In a minute I'm just going to load up my old memory, because we keep all the stuff on here. So it will basically change the setup that we've got up here into the bit. There we go. So active speakers, active mids, and obviously we've got the mid-range and tweeter in the back there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to load a setup, which would be Jake's new APS. There we go. So write settings to the device. So this has got all my time alignment in, the speaker correction, the delay, the processing, the sounds, the EQ. There we go, that's how we wanted it. Right, so we will device, write to device. So we're just going to write those settings to the device. So you can see here my time alignment, let's say of a tweeter. Obviously if I clicked on the other tweeter, see the time alignment changes, so it tells you how far away the speaker is from the driver. Same with the mid, same with the other mid. Coaxials in the back, other coaxial in the back, and the distance of the subwoofer. It's quite a clever little system. Obviously you can set where your driver position is, where you want the sound to be. We're going to be there. So that should be us now. File, exit. Now I can go to the back here. Actually, let's stop that there. Let's just make sure that volume's down. And then in the back here, let's sort out this mess while I'm busy squirreling stuff away. Plug in our sub. we can plug in our output to our speakers, which will be that big white one there. Right, so now I go back to my phone, go back to Spotify. There we go. Obviously I need to tidy up that cabling, but just want to have a little walk around, make sure everything's working. Good, right, I'm going to get into some listening, make sure this is sounding good, and I'll come back to you in a minute. So the van is all back in one piece. And we're back. Oi mate, do you sell them things you put in cars? What, guns? People? What? Give me a clue. So T6.1 has had a full-on swap. Read on the stereo inside. New T harness, new amp lead extension. Just thinking about doing something.
Now we here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here, nigga.
Yep, that's working. Right. Let's get this thing out. Give Tony a ring. See how he goes with it, hopefully. No offence. You don't have him coming back saying it's blooming stopped again. I really don't like these doors. I mean, it doesn't help the fact that he uses them properly and puts stuff in them, but it's a real noisy car.
Good God Almighty. Like back in the old...
Justice League.
Yeah, sounds alright. In a bit. What's up, everybody? End of day. I'm just getting packed up, ready to go home. Snap on Tuesday tomorrow, some exciting news. Don't know what's going to happen, whether something's going to turn up tomorrow or not. We will have to wait and see. Get all that turned off. Yeah, don't know whether it's going to come tomorrow or not, but I've ordered something. I've ordered two things. Get everything switched off. So the T6 is gone. T6.1 has gone. It's been picked up. See how Tony gets on with it. Hopefully he'll not have any more issues and it will start behaving and doing as it's supposed to. I couldn't find anything wrong. We will just have to see if it continues or, you know, stops. That was close. stops doing its weird little things. But it's end of day, temperatures drop right off. It's got really, really cold all of a sudden. I'm just sorting out some orders and some customer stuff, ready for the week ahead. Letting the Lexus warm up. I think I'm bringing the truck in tomorrow. Maybe, I don't know. Might do. Might do. It could probably do with a run. We are obviously getting ready to sell it. I've got to get my registration plate off of it, and then it can be sold. But I have got a dude interested in it. And he wants to come and have a little nose, so I may get it ready for him. But for now, I'm going to get my ass home. I will see you bright and early in the morning for some Snap on Tuesday and some exciting news. Keep them peeled. See you soon. Bye.